Hi, and welcome to Newswire L.A. I'm your host, Chin Thomas Angsi. This morning we're coming to you from Monrovia High School in Monrovia, California, where we are covering the L.A. Regional First Tech Challenge Championships. You want to know what it is? Stick around. It involves science and robotics. All of that and more coming up right after the credits. Hi, and welcome to Newswire L.A. I'm your host, Chin Thomas Angsi, and this morning we are coming to you from Monrovia High School in Monrovia, California. We are covering, and I'm going to have to look at the brochure to get this name right, we are covering the L.A. Regional First Tech Challenge Championship. We have teams here from all over the country, and they're showing their projects in the area of robotics. This is something amazing, and throughout this day we're going to go down and we're going to see each of the projects, talk to the mentors, the students who created them, and get an idea of what it's like being in this area. It's a very positive thing, and we want to give it a highlight here on Newswire L.A. So let's go down to the floor. You're going to find that Monrovia High is one of those unique campuses in that it actually has two gymnasiums. The one you're looking at right now is called the Old Gym, and it's here where the teams that are part of the competition are staging. On the floor, you can see who the participants really are. You can just about say that anyone 19 years and younger is probably a member of the robotics team and will be out on the floor shortly. Anyone above that age is probably a coach, mentor, or other person involved in the support role. Before we get any farther into today's competition, let's introduce you to US First, the organization putting on this event and countless others around the country. US First describes itself as being founded in 1989 to inspire young people's interest and participation in the sciences and technology. Based in Manchester, New Hampshire, this 501c3 organization motivates young people to pursue education and career opportunities in the sciences, technology, engineering, and math while building self-confidence, knowledge, and life skills. According to them, their mission is to inspire young people to be science and technology leaders. They do that by engaging them in exciting mentor-based programs that build science, engineering, and technology skills that inspire innovation and that foster a well-rounded life, including self-confidence, communication, and leadership. As I said earlier, the event we're covering today is the First Tech Challenge Championship, and today's competitions will advance several skillful teams forward to the championships in St. Louis. This is Newswire L.A. and I'm with
Fletcher Porter.
You guys are here for what seems to be an amazing event here today. Tell me a little bit about this event. What got you here?
Well, I go to this school here, Monrovia High School, and our team qualified for this competition at the Antelope Valley Qualifier in Lancaster, and we got the highest award offered by the organization, the Inspire Award. The recipient of the Inspire Award is a model FTC team.
Okay. Now explain to the viewers what it is you guys are actually doing here. It's pretty impressive.
Well, we have robots, and they put plastic rings on PVC pegs, and doing that in order to get points in competitions. And then beyond that, we're also reaching out to the community, helping them learn about engineering and science and leadership and self-confidence and technology.
You know, a lot of things about electronics have been in the news lately, especially with all the tragedies, and when we think of electronics, sometimes we think of just the gaming aspect. This is a little bit different. This is electronics in motion. You guys are actually building the technology.
We are.
Tell me a little bit about the positive aspect of what you guys do.
Well, we're learning how to build the electronics of the future, whether it's the gaming stuff or if it's like the stuff that saves lives, like pacemakers.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us. What's your team called?
Suitbots.
All right, good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We began in the old gym, so now we've moved a few hundred feet north to Monrovia High's new gym. This facility, as you can see, is well prepared to host an event of this magnitude. Right now, the stands are pretty well filled, but with a few minutes left until the competition actually kicks in, there are some empty seats, but I guarantee you they will be filled. On the floor, the officials are checking everything to make sure everyone is conforming to competition rules and standards. At the center stage is this curious gentleman who's wearing a very reflective suit, which I find completely disturbing on this early Saturday morning. Let's define what robotics are. You can define it as a branch of technology that deals with design, construction, operation, and application of robots, as well as computer systems for their control, sensory feedback, and information processing. These technologies deal with automated machines that can take the place of humans in dangerous environments or manufacturing processes, or resemble humans in appearance, behavior, and/or cognition. All right, Newswire L.A, and I'm here with
My name is Victoria.
Victoria.
I'm Tabitha.
Tabitha. Okay, tell me a little bit about your teams. I love the tutu.
All right, so we are Team 25. We are the Rock and Roll Robots. We are an all-girls Girl Scouts robotics team based in Los Angeles.
Okay, well, robotics and electronics, it's usually thought about as being a guy's sport. Talk to me about dispelling some myths here that girls can be a part of it and be successful at it.
You know, I used to actually think that because that's, when I was growing up, a lot of my friends who were guys were like, oh, I want to go into robotics, and I want to build things, and I want to blow things up. And I was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. So, but actually, when I joined robotics in my freshman year, I was like, oh, I can't do any of this, I don't. And then now I'm like helping other teams, and I'm going around, and I know how to problem solve. And when something goes wrong, I'm like, oh, I can do that. And so I've kind of like put that mentality into everything else I do. So.
Sweet. So you guys are in competition with all these other people here. Are you guys hoping to get to the St. Louis Super Bowl?
Yes!
Definitely.
I want to get there.
All right.
I'm excited. And then we come from Pasadena, Arcadia,
Long
L.A.,
Beach.
Long Beach.
Sweet.
We have one girl from Long Beach. It's a long drive.
Oh, Long Beach is your farthest member, right?
Yeah.
Long Beach is by far our farthest member.
So have you guys been in the competition yet, or are you guys waiting to be called out?
We have actually played one round.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys win?
We did
No.
not. They beat us.
All right. Do you
We
guys
tied. We tied in the
Because
as
we
far as thing.
malfunctioned.
I
know.
Do you guys have a second shot coming up?
We do actually. We
Definitely,
right
right now.
after this, we are gonna run over and cheer on our teams.
All right. With that said, I'll let you guys run over and cheer on your teams. Good luck this
All right,
afternoon.
thank you.
Thank you for joining us. According to FIRST, they thrive with the continued support of a comprehensive network of Fortune 500 corporations, educational and professional institutions, foundations, and individuals. Together, these organizations and individuals provide significant funding, mentorship time, and talent, volunteerism, equipment, and more to enhance the FIRST organization. Through the resources they provide, the sponsors are helping FIRST to build the school-to-career pipeline that will provide the motivation and opportunities to inspire young people to become the next generation of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics professionals. The FIRST organization has continued to grow and thrive through the significant contribution of their strategic partners, which include BAE Systems, National Instruments Corporation, and Motorola. Here's the good part, and we've got one of the stars, the robots here. I am with
Nathan Ringelberg.
Jacob Persch.
Corey Felton.
Kristen Munson.
Aaron Erickson. Eric Pavlotsky.
and you guys are what team?
Paracletes, Spirits. Tesla's Angels is our nickname.
All right, and this is your star of the day, right? All right. Have you guys been in competition already?
We've had a couple of meets, yeah.
How'd it go?
It went fairly well. We're doing pretty good.
What is very well?
We won second.
We won second twice.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're the desert people. We're from the Antelope Valley.
Antelope Valley, out in the high desert. All right, tell me a little bit about this machine. Give me a little demonstration of all little parts that go on this thing, because I've seen them in play, and I've seen them break down. Tell me about it. Tell me a little bit about this.
This is the servo arm. It clasps onto the rings and it can catch two at a time. This is the lift system that was made by Corey Felton right there. And it brings up the whole third tier lift system. The motors, four-wheel drive and all chain drive, so it reduces the doesn't take quite as much power to move them all, so our motors don't burn out. We also have a 10-turn potentiometer right here to make sure that it stops at the correct height and these motors don't burn out. Yep.
What's the power source for this?
A 12-volt battery. It's right here. Inside.
Oh, wow. So, I just asked the other team this. I'll throw it at you guys. What goes through your mind when these things break down? And I know it happens once or twice. What's the big plan?
It's going to take a lot more hours of work to fix it again.
So you guys are back in competition this afternoon. What do you want to say to the folks up there in Antelope Valley?
Well, I hope we win, but you know, it's been fun. So even if we don't, we've already
Swag.
That's Nathan Real.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for joining us. This was great. This was great. And thank you for bringing the robot, too. The matches are getting underway, and here you can see the robots getting well into it. What you're watching is what's called the Ring It Up competition. In a nutshell, what you're going to see are the robots battle each other to see which one can grab and hang the most rings on the PVC poles at the center of the ring. The more you hang and the higher you hang them, the more points you get for your team. Therefore, the battle's on to make some things happen, and this won't be a boring competition, not by a long shot. You'll see a lot of mechanical breakdowns on this day, and you'll hear a lot about how devastating that can be when we talk to the team members. However, for those who avoid breakdowns and use sound strategy, there just might be a berth waiting for them in St. Louis. We are here today with
Matt Wright.
our PR guy,
Yes.
Taz.
our builder guy,
Jason Burchak, the team coach.
our coach guy. We're going to leave you out. No. All right, you guys are here today. Where are you guys from?
We are from San Diego, the Rock Academy in Point Loma.
Okay, so you guys made a little bit of a drive to get up here to Monrovia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, PR guy, talk to me a little bit about your team. What are you guys about? What are you guys doing here today?
Oh, well, we're just supporting FTC. We just love it up here. We try and get to every tournament we can, and we're showing off our spirit with our matching T-shirts and our matching business cards and tattoos.
Nice, and you are a PR guy. I'm loving it. Builder guy, tell me a little bit about these robots that we've been seeing all day. They're pretty sophisticated. Tell me, what does it take for you and the team to build these things?
Well, I mean, the robots are just ridiculously complicated. They have so many moving parts. There's so much research and time that goes into them. It's unbelievable the amount of research kids put into this.
How long did it take you guys to build?
Over 1,700 hours so far.
Wow. 1,700 man hours.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So you guys are out here representing for San Diego among a few other teams.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about your strategy. First of all, have you guys competed in the early rounds already?
We have, yes. We've competed in 2 or 3 rounds, I believe, so far, and we're undefeated so far. So.
Oh, an undefeated team.
Yes.
Okay, then you've got how many rounds? Maybe a couple more rounds coming your way?
2 or 3 left.
All right.
Yep.
So what's going to be the strategy for this afternoon? More defense, more offense? Because I noticed in doing the rings portion, it looks like the robots are fighting each other, trying to get those rings onto the post.
Yeah, I think we're going all offense. You know, we have a good drivetrain going, and we're very maneuverable.
Coach, what would you say about the fine work these guys are doing?
I think they're doing an excellent job. They're one of the top 5 teams in LA and San Diego County. They put in the hard work. They've done all the work themselves. They've done the research. They've got the one and only FTC swerve drive out there. Never been on the FTC playing field before this year. They were the first one to develop that. They're doing a great job. They've had a lot of outreach events as well.
Fantastic, guys. Thanks for joining us, and good luck for the rest of this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. The concept of creating machines that can operate autonomously dates back to classical times, but research into the functionality and potential uses of robots did not grow substantially until the 20th century. Throughout history, robotics has been often seen to mimic human behavior and often manage tasks in a similar fashion. Today, robotics is a rapidly growing field as technological advances continue. Research, design, and building new robots serve various practical purposes. Whether it's domestically, commercially, or militarily, many robots do jobs that are hazardous to people, such as defusing bombs, exploring shipwrecks, and dealing with mines. The students you are looking at today, I guarantee you, will be the science movers and shakers of tomorrow. U.S. First founder is a gentleman by the name of Dean Kamen. Kamen is an inventor, entrepreneur, and tireless advocate for science and technology. His passion and determination would help young people discover the excitement and rewards of science and technology. Those, according to First, are the cornerstones of their organization. And I'm standing here with
Marlies. And Tibby.
All right, tell me a little bit about your team.
We're a team based out of Marlboro High School in Hancock Park, and since it's an all-girls school, it's an all-girls team.
You guys are up here for the robotics. Tell me a little bit about your team. What's your strategy for today?
We want to try to score rings. We have a really consistent ring scoring claw and arm, and then we also have a ramp for the end game so other robots can drive up ours.
And have you guys had a chance to compete yet in the first rounds?
Yeah. We've had 2 matches so far. We won both.
We're talking to winners. Okay, so you guys are coming up. There's an afternoon round, so you guys, I assume, are in that. What's going to be the strategy for round 2?
Just keep scoring.
Yeah.
All right. And then what happens from here? If you guys take this afternoon, it's off to St. Louis for you?
Hopefully.
Yeah, we hope so.
All right. You're young ladies playing a sport that's usually associated with, guys and raging hormones, etc. Do you take any flack from your fellow students back at school? They're saying, come on, why are you doing that? First of all, it's almost considered a geeky activity, but then sometimes it's considered a male activity. What do you say to those two assertions?
Well, we did an assembly for our school about a robot, and everyone was really enthusiastic towards a robot when it was scoring on the pegs when we did a demonstration, so I think they really support us.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you this afternoon. While you're watching this robot competition, we wanted to tell you about a couple of critical parts of First's ethos. Gracious professionalism is part of the ethos of First. It's a way of doing things that encourages high-quality work, emphasizes the value of others. Dr. Woody Flowers was the first to coin the term. With gracious professionalism, fierce competition and mutual gain are not separate notions. Gracious professionals learn and compete like crazy, but they treat one another with respect and kindness in the process. They avoid treating anyone like losers. No chest thumping, tough talk, but no sticky sweet platitudes either. Knowledge and competition and empathy are comfortably blended. Interestingly enough, when you think about this, some of our other sports have lost that aspect.